Hello, this is Tim, and congratulations to all those who wrote letters and emailed their universities, other people's universities, colleges, and persuaded them to so nobly take the moral high ground, leaving the government and the Minister of Education, the ridiculous Gavin Williamson, to crawl around and do what appears to be a U-turn. Now, a U-turn is not necessarily a bad thing. You may recall the famous speech where Mrs. Thatcher said, "U-turn if you want to. The lady is not for turning." Of course, she got the stress in the wrong place because the joke was the lady's not for burning, a very interesting book or play, which she probably didn't know. U-turns are not necessarily a disgrace. In this case, this is a U-turn that should have been made long before the algorithm was used by the A-level results people, ofqual. Long before that, because we already saw in Scotland that there was need to revise this system. This system could not stand morally. So, at this point, we should see a rash of resignations, starting with the Minister of Education, because Gavin Williamson has to resign. There is no question. We know he's always been reluctant to resign. We know he had to be pushed by Mrs. May, but he has to go. And the leaders of ofqual have to go as well. That's Roger Taylor, Sally Collier and Mike Creswell. They all have to go. Why? Because this period, while they try to impose their algorithm, has actually caused damage. It is not going to be undone by the U-turn. There are many students who were denied the grade they were predicted. They've now got that predicted grade, but the places that they could have gone to in their university have now been given to others. There are no places left. So we need a new minister and a new group of people at his command or at her command who are going to be able to solve this bigger problem. We also need a minister who is going to address the underlying problem, that is, that teachers' predictions are not necessarily reliable. The debate needs to start now. It needs to start this evening. I will certainly be urging everybody that I know to tell Gavin Williamson to go. He can't go soon enough for me, frankly. He should have gone about a week ago. And let's just see what happens. But do leave your comments here. And do subscribe to my channel. I'm sure there will be further videos about this to come. Thank you so much for all the effort you made in writing to principals and provosts and deans and councils. I have certainly spent today receiving and looking at some very, very interesting emails and letters. So thank you very much, and let's salute the many universities, the many colleges, particularly in Oxford, who have led the way, particularly Worcester College. And I'd also like to thank the master of my own college, who sent the most touching email to me, and was certainly on board and very much aware this is the moral high ground, and I'm afraid Gavin Williamson and his cronies are well below that. So